in modernism, there is speculation that maybe perhaps literature in modernism made the society, shaped society. However, there's also an argument that society shaped the literature in modernism. And I believe that the society shaped literature. In Grapes of Wrath, perchance, that was written by John Steinbeck, is a book about a family of sharecroppers who go to California in search of jobs and money because of the Great Depression hit and they are no longer in the sharecropping business. And as they travel, they go through all the hardships of the Great Depression. Well, the Great Depression was the reason the book was written. It wasn't that the book was written and then the Great Depression occurred. It was because of the Great Depression that the book was written, because it was basically a historical fiction event detailing what happened in the Great Depression. Also, in many World War I books, the books did not create World War I. World War I was because of assassinations, of countries arguing with each other, and eventually, because of alliances, other countries all coming together. It wasn't because an author wrote a book about World War I and predicting it would happen. It was because World War I happened that literature and modernism became more popular, and that's what it was about. Modernism was the rebellion of tradition. It was making it new. It was depressing. It was telling about society. That's what these books were about, which was why it was somewhat depressing, because at this time, bad things were happening. And that's why it's considered modernism. But the society shaped modernism. It was because of people losing heart that these books were written. It was about these people losing heart that these books were written. It was about these hard times like the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, World War I, even going far into World War II and the civil rights. It was about this stuff that these books were written. It wasn't that these books made society. It wasn't that these books were written, therefore society changed to agree with the books. It was because society that the books were written, not the other way around. And so in modernism we can see that with all the accounts, such as the Grapes of Wrath. You see it in Old Man and the Sea. You can see it in Of Mice and Men. You can see it in many other books. And all of it attributes to modernism being formed from the society, from the rebellion of tradition, from the change to urban society rather from rural society. You can see it from the roles that women played and how that changed and how they came into the workforce. You can see how African Americans became more involved in civil rights. You can see how World War I occurred and how the United States got involved in World War I and what happened after World War I. You can see people who had to deal with the Great Depression, and all of these accounts are in these books. And therefore it was society that was changing and society that was shaping the modernism period. It was making the modernism period. It wasn't the modernism period making society.